Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's been on my mind for a while now. The decline of originality in shonen battle anime. It's a genre that has, for decades, been defined by its larger-than-life characters, intense battles, and intricate power systems. But lately, there's been a noticeable shift, a trend towards formulaic storytelling that relies heavily on tried-and-true tropes. And while these elements are beloved by fans, some argue that they're hindering innovation in the genre. So, in this video, we'll be comparing old versus new shonen battle anime to see how originality is fading away. Let's start by talking about some of the key tropes in battle shonen anime. We've got training arcs, tournament arcs, and of course, those damn power-ups that come out of nowhere. Now these elements have been the backbone of the genre for years, and let's be real, they work. They keep viewers, us, engaged, allow characters to grow, and add excitement to the story. But here's the tiny problem. Many modern shonen anime are heavily reliant on these same formulas. Take My Hero Academia, for example. Sure, it has its unique quirks and world building, but at its core, it follows a very, very familiar pattern. A young protagonist with immense potential, Izuka Midoriya, surrounded by a large cast of quirky characters, all working toward a big event, like the sports festival or the hero exams, that's full of power-ups and competitions. Another example is Demon Slayer. Now, Demon Slayer is visually stunning, and the fights are top tier, but in terms of storytelling, it often falls into the predictable cycle of battles followed by emotional flashbacks, then a power-up that somehow comes just at the right moment. Sound familiar? Now, let's take a look at some older series that help define the battle shonen genre. Dragon Ball Z is the obvious starting point. Goku's training, the Z Fighters battles, the constant power-ups, it all laid the foundation for what we now expect from modern shonen anime. But thing is, Dragon Ball Z had something unique. It wasn't just about the battles. Fuck no. It was about the emotional stakes and the exploration of Goku's growth, both as a fighter and as a person. Then there's Yu Hakusho. Sure, it had tournament arcs and power-ups, but the stakes felt higher, the characters felt deeper, and the plot didn't just revolve around who's stronger now. There was real growth, real conflict, and real consequences. Even Naruto, which also had its fair share of training arcs and power-ups, set itself apart by focusing on Naruto's inner struggle, his quest for acceptance, and his bond with his friends and sometimes villains. Who knows the fuck Naruto was thinking here? But know this, these were stories that had more than just the battles. They had heart. But today, it feels like many newer shows are copy-pasting these same elements without bringing anything truly fresh to the table. Take Jujutsu Kaisen, for example. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, and yes, it is an exciting anime with amazing action and a strong cast. But when you really look at it, it follows a pretty standard template. Get me? Protagonist gains powers, trains, faces tough enemies, and then gets a new power boost at just the right moment. It's fun, but it feels like it could have been so much more if it pushed the boundaries just a little more. Then there's Black Clover. Damn, a lot of people love this one, and it has a lot of charm, but in terms of story structure, it feels almost identical to Naruto in many ways. Asta, an underdog who can't use magic, has to work hard to prove himself. There are the usual arcs, the power-ups, and the eventual tournament-style battles. It's all pretty much the same, and honestly, while I love the show, it's hard to say it's doing anything revolutionary. So, what does this all mean for the future of shonen battle anime? It's not to say that these modern shows don't have value. They're entertaining, they've got strong fan bases, and they're still pushing the boundaries of animation and fight choreography. But when it comes to storytelling, I can't help but feel like we're in an era of safety. Shows are sticking to what they know works, rather than taking risks or trying something completely new. Let's talk about Chainsaw Man. Now, this one's a little different. Yes, it has its battles, and yes, there are power-ups, but it's a show that feels like it's trying to break away from the traditional shonen mold. It explores dark themes, subverts expectations, and doesn't always give the characters what they want or deserve. That's the kind of unpredictability that shonen anime used to thrive on. That's the kind of unpredictability I want to see more of in future shows. So, to sum it up, while I love a good tournament arc or a power-up as much as the next fan, I think it's time for Battle Shonen to evolve past these familiar formulas. The old shows were groundbreaking because they took risks and told stories that were more than just fights. They were about the characters, the world, and the stakes involved. The newer shows have their moments, but I feel like they're playing it too safe and missing out on the potential to truly innovate. But enough with the ramblings. What do you think? Do you feel like shonen anime is stuck in a loop? Or are there new shows out there that are breaking the mold? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more deep dives into the world of anime. And hey, stay curious, stay respectful, and as always, stay weird, fam.